At least 11 people died and over 50 were injured as stampedes broke out at two spots during Royal Challengers Bengaluru's IPL victory celebrations.
ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು 50 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್.
Karnataka government blames RCB for stampede in report to High Court.
While the Bengaluru traffic police said in an advisory that there will be no parade,
RCB said there will be parade at 5 p.m. Nikhil Sofal, the senior official of RCB, arrested.
For 16 years, RCB didn't even win a single cup. Many heartbreaks for fans, but still, RCB has one of the biggest fan following in the IPL history. Finally, they won a cup.
It's been 18 long years. I've given this team my youth, my prime, and my experience. And I've tried to win this every season that I come, and I give it everything I have.
RCB had waited too long for this. This wasn't just a win, it was a history, but they also paid a very big price for it. To mark this 1 in a million victory, RCB promised their fans something special. A grand celebration with a trophy parade. There was no limit set. It was free for all with no tickets. But in reality, it was the first step towards the disaster. 4 June 2025. The day people were about to see their stars wearing red jerseys with trophy in their hand. At this point, Bengaluru was completely lit red. It was a stadium with no walls. Big celebrities, politicians, everyone started congratulating them. But behind the scenes, nothing was good. Barricades were missing at important points. Volunteers didn't know what to do. Mainly, who keeps food stalls in the emergency lanes? Still, the celebration continued. This led to a complete mismanagement, resulting in a stampede which killed 11 innocent lives. In that crowd, there was a 13-year-old boy, Arjun, who had dreamt of meeting his idols. He told to his father this was the best day of his life. But soon after the gates opened, it became his last day. Just think of his father, what he had gone through. What began as a celebration turned into a complete nightmare for Bengaluru. A night where cheers became screams and the team's win became the biggest tragedy. Now let's understand the main reason for this stampede. Barricades were missing in crucial points. VIP movements were given importance rather than the crowd management. Volunteers who were hired for the event didn't even have a basic training. Many were college kids who were paid 500 rupees just to manage thousands of people. A week earlier, police had warned RCB of overcrowding. They recommended ticketed entry, but RCB literally denied this. They were lost in the joy of victory. Every warning was ignored. The report says there was a food vendor named Prakash who had stalled there for 15 years. He had never seen a huge crowd before this, and he knew something was about to happen. The people who were standing near the gates were pinned to the wall. Breathing became impossible as there were 6 people per square meter. At this point, it really becomes hard for the lungs to expand for breathing. People started collapsing and the one behind them started tripping on them. It became a wave and turned into a huge trap. Arjun's father gripped his hand tight, but in chaos, his son's jersey tore and he fell off, and so his red flag. But on the ground, officers carried unconscious fans to safety. They formed human chains to push back the wave. Ambulance drivers say that police cleared the lanes very quickly, saving dozens of people. So, was it their fault? Yes, but not theirs alone. RCB announced this without understanding the causes. City officials approved without care. Politicians enjoyed the attention, but when it came to them, they disappeared. This wasn't one man's failure, it was everyone's. Every wrong decision took was the reason for this disaster. At 9:42 p.m., while ambulances were rushing into the hospitals, RCB still posted celebration reels. They didn't even mention a single acknowledgement. The first condolence came 12 hours later. That too a short line saying, "Our thoughts are with those who are affected." I mean, seriously? Does this really affect the family of dead? Who will understand their pains? No apology, no responsibility, just silence. An FIR was filed for negligence and culpable homicide. Yet, senior officials remained untouched. Police insiders admit that there was a huge pressure from the corporate companies and the brands that tied with them as their image would be crumpled. As expected, power and money influences. Even today, petitions and cases are filed in the High Court. Affected families are still fighting for justice. The police defends their action. The politicians call it as an accident.
Today I watched from the airport to Vidhan Soda to here. I think this is not a controllable crowd. Actually, I apologize for all the people of Karnataka and Bangalore. We wanted to take a clear position.
RCB says they were not aware of such a huge crowd. In the end, no one was ready to take the blame. This is not new in India. There has been 30 major crowd crashes in 2 decades. Temples, concerts, rallies, stadiums, and whatnot. The NDMA has detailed rules for crowd management, but as you have seen, these have been clearly ignored. Safety becomes important when lives are lost. This is the harsh reality of India. The officials will deny, the politicians will argue, and then the history repeats itself. Biggest lesson that we learn from this video is never go to an overcrowded place because no one else will save you in case of danger. If you really love your idols, please watch them on TV or phone. Stop trying to meet them. They don't give a damn about you. You will not be remembered after the meet. You're just a fan for them. This is my tribute to the lives lost. Justice delayed is justice denied. Anish signing off from Black Track Group.